wrong music. Anyway, these are the four things that I really learned from self-made rich medical students. The first lesson and the first thing that I noticed from people with money, they always buy less. Yeah, this is quite crazy, but I've seen that most of the rich kids, like who have made their own money, quite always, they they don't usually buy a lot of things. Maybe you find in their rooms or apartments wherever they stay, they have a few things only that are damn expensive. Like most of the things are really expensive when you to assess, but there are not so many. So it's like a minimalist kind of living. So can I say they are minimalist in one word together. That's how they really behave. And then the second thing is that they always value their time. Oh, this is a scenario whereby once the lecture is done, it's done, and you don't see them anywhere. They're rushing away out of class, out of wherever they were, out of the ward round. They're gone, and it's hard to find them maybe somewhere in a, can I say, after class gossip or moving together as a group and all the things. They really, it's so rare to find them in such scenarios, and I don't know, whatever. I just learned it also in some way that maybe some of the things we waste a lot of time like doing particular things. But if at all maybe we focus on maybe the main things so that you are shared with the people that you really need. Sorry, let me first put this right. Okay, so for that they really utilize that. And the third thing is that they always have less friends. So the thing, yeah. So honestly, they have less friends, and I think maybe with having less friends, it just helps them spare enough time for doing the most important things for themselves, and then even find time to read because honestly they won't have a lot of time to respond to text maybe on WhatsApp, email, and also they won't have a time maybe to okay that spare time always to hang out with friends because they want to maintain many relationships that they really have, or even spend money on friends that are around you. Of course, when friends identify or people that are around you they identify that you have money and then you have a number of them, that means you will have to honestly spend a little more maybe on the evenings when you're taking them out, you're doing whatever they do. Most of them they don't honestly contribute anything but they just cheer you up. You're the guy, team money, do this, you all the things, so that you end up spending loads and loads of money. So I learned that, and maybe I also intend to, adopting the culture and to, having lesser friends. I think this one is what makes everything make sense. The fourth one is they have knowledge and skill about a particular topic. Let me write. Sorry. They always have full knowledge and skill on a particular topic most of the times because I see what okay where are they big getting money, some maybe bitcoin scalping or a number of things. In medical school that's where people really like young guys are getting lots of money onto that. They have at least that expertise somewhere where they're so really so good at it. And I feel that maybe all the things really connect up because imagine someone has spare time because they have lesser friends, and they have less, they're spending much more less because they're buying less, and also spending less on friends. So most of the money or the resources they will use, so they have now two resources that are spared: the resource of time and then the resource of money. You get, so they can invest fully here. They can invest the time and then more money to grow their skill and knowledge, right? Make so I hope that really makes sense. Yeah, it does make sense for me. So these are the four things that I really learned from self-made rich medical students. And I know I've started on it right away about less. Always survive and live on scraps on a daily basis. Anyway, thank you for watching this extent, and hope it really made some sense, right? I know it does make sense. And see you next time in the next videos. Bye. The thing, but beat it. It has disturbed me today, right?